Well, hello. My name is Gant, and welcome back to Crystalline. Last time, we had a first date with Leanna. We were at her place having some dinner, and then we continue our journey to Costa Coral, where we are right now. So, let us get started. As we pass through the gates, the first thing I notice is the salty breeze coasting through the town. The houses and shops are built higher above the ground than what I'm used to seeing, with large, wide windows to let in the sun and breeze. We pass through the main square. People pursue the shops, but the bustle isn't quite as busy as the previous towns. Shopkeepers laze by the desk, fanning themselves with a wide woven fans. The slow pace of the town calms me. This would be a really nice place to just relax for a few days. Man, I'm just looking at the beach right now. I haven't been to the beach in, what was it? I think not last summer, like January, before like the whole Rona happened. I just remember going to the beach, man. I just miss it. Because I'm not gonna go with Rona out. It'd be crazy. Go to the beach and someone just like, achoo! Or like, it's not sneezing. What is Rona? It's the coughing, right? It's like that, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with that shit, so yeah. Gary rambling. There's a bright smile on Leanna's face as she enjoys the wind combing through her hair. Everyone seems to feel the same tranquility I do. After passing through the town, we find the inn where we settle down. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Darkness. Okay, here we go. We order some food and situate ourselves near the open window. Amelia immediately consults her notes.
Now that we have arrived at Costa Coral, it would be in our best interest to survey the area and search for additional information which can lead to the water temple.
While you mean survey, you mean that me and Leanna, and if you guys want to come, but you don't have to come, are gonna go to the beach and have fun for a couple of days while you guys go survey, right? I think that's how it goes, right? No one answers her. I look at the rest of the group, and they're staring out the window. Following their gaze, the view from the inn overlooks brilliant white sand and crystal blue water. Yeah, no shit, Leanna. No, Amelia, we don't really wanna do any of that lame shit. We wanna go have fun. We're young. And we need to go get high and go drink and have fun, do a barbecue, you know? Maybe have some Corona. No Coronas. That's how they get you with that Rona. The Pongo pops out from seemingly nowhere and settles near the window.
It's so beautiful.
Kara grins broadly and leans closer to the window to get a better look. Even Zach relaxes as he watches the gentle lapping of the waves. Only Amelia remains transfixed on her notes.
Perhaps we should inquire with the locals here as to the whereabouts of the temple.
Leanna reluctantly tears her gaze away from the beach.
Well, I suppose we should do that.
No, we don't.
Or we could take a break from all that traveling and take some time to recharge and then scout for information.
Yeah. I vote for that.
Boing.
Pongo seconds that vote.
Pongo's got good taste.
Hell yeah, he does. Kara kneels down and pats the Pongo on the head. He chirms up happily.
We've arrived here for a purpose, and that purpose should be fulfilled.
That's true, but wouldn't we have more success after we've had a chance to rest and can search with fresh eyes?
True. That is really true, Leanna.
I've been feeling a bit pale after spending so much time in the cold north. It'd be so nice to just relax and bask in the sun for a while.
That does sound good. Just on the beach, you know what I mean? It's not too hot because the breeze is hitting you. It's like a warm just hitting your skin while I just lay there on the sand. Well, with a towel, you know what I mean? Just laying there, looking at the water. Oh man, I miss the beach, man. This is like really hurting me right now. Cause I live in California, man. We're so close to the beach, and it's like, no, you gotta be scared cause of Rona. Be scared cause of Rona. There's no vaccines. Be scared. You know what I mean? So I'm just in my room, just like, I just want to go outside and have fun. And I don't even need friends. I could just go and just have a drink or something. No, that's really depressing. You gotta take like at least family or friends with you when you go to the beach. Because when you're just sitting on the beach, it's like sad a little bit too. It's like drinking by yourself.
The beach sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. There's a pause as we blink at Zach. Really?
Of course.
Leanna wiggles her brow.
There's no reward for going to the beach.
Not everything I do has to have a reward.
It kinda does. Kara smirks and wraps herself around Zach.
Obviously, his motivation for going to the beach is to spend more time with me.
I take it back. Let's do Amy's thing.
No, you don't want to take that back. You want to see her, man. You've been eyeing her up ever since. Come on.
Hey!
Emilia looks thoughtful.
The journey here has been long. I suppose a brief repose could be a good idea.
Yay! We're gonna change her from being a buzzkill to super cool, chill, relax Amy, man. We gotta make her chill because she's just, I'm not gonna lie, like, she has her moments, but she's kind of a buzzkill. And we have to be like, no. We the captain. We decide where we go. We the adults, okay? Nina? Okay?
Then it's settled.
I don't know about you guys, but I didn't exactly pack my swimsuit.
Good point.
I noticed a few clothing shops we passed on our way here. Perhaps we may find something suitable within.
Why don't we take a look at the shops, and then we all can meet down at the beach?
We agreed to the plan and begin to head off when Kara stops me and Zach.
Nuh-uh. No boys allowed.
Wait, what? What?
It'll be way more fun if it's a surprise. Trust me.
You're gonna get us like the worst like swim clothes, aren't? Oh wait, no, they're getting for themselves, right? As long as you're not buying me shit, then fine. She winks and hurries out with Leanna and Amy before we can protest. That just leaves Zach and me to team up and shop for swimsuits. I don't like how it says me and Zach teamed up, like, oh my god, Zach, how does this look? Does this look good? You know what I mean? Just like coming out like the dressing room, like, does this look good on me? Be honest. Do these swimsuits make me look fat? And Zach's just sitting there like, what are you? What happened to your voice? This is Zach. This is important to me. I gotta show the world who I am, and I don't want to look fat. Does this look good on me? And he's like, yeah. I can just imagine that, just like teaming up. After leaving the inn together, we browsed the local bazaar. We each flip through the rack. Zach grabs the first pair of dark swim trunks he finds and brings it up to the counter for purchase. Wow, that was fast. He shrugs.
It's not like it really matters.
I take a look at a few different styles, but ultimately decided on an orange swimsuit. After buying our suits, we head down to the beach to get changed. We carefully tread down the stairs. carved into the wall of the cliff until our feet touch the warm sand. Don't do this to me, game. Oh my god, it just reminds me of the beach episode for freaking Tenor Enigma, man. Oh my god, I miss the beach. Okay. The beach is laden with visitors. Children build sandcastles or race by the water, shrieking with the waves lap at their feet. Even more children play along the cliffs, chased by their parents who fiercely scold them. Most people lounge beneath the sun, flipping ever so often to even out their tans. Zach and I wait for the girls in a more secluded spot.
Boy!
I glance down to see the Pongo has returned. You made it here before the girls?
Boy!
Is that just me, or does he sound disappointed? We continue to wait. And wait. So, Zach, what kind of swimsuits do you think the girls will get? Zach shrugs.
Nice ones, I would guess.
I nod. I'm really looking forward to seeing... How is this a choice? How's this a choice right now? Like, literally, you're gonna say to your girlfriend, dude, Kara's kinda hot. Have you seen her body? And Zach's like, hey, that's my girl, fucker. Don't you be talking about her, okay? And the other one's just like, dude, you're kind of a creep. Like you want to see Amy instead of the two hot girls? Amy's a child, you sick fuck. And it's like, there's only one option, come on. Okay, let me see the... I'm really looking forward to seeing what kind of swimsuit Leanna chooses. Based on her reaction to her wolfskin armor, I guess she might cover up a bit more.
Yeah, but don't forget, she actually kept the wolfskin armor.
True. So maybe she secretly likes showing True. So maybe she secretly... What the fuck is wrong with me? So, maybe she secretly likes showing more skin.
You'd know better than I would.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, if there's anyone she'd enjoy showing more skin to, it's certainly not me.
My cheeks heat up at the thought.
It's Kara.
That is probably very true. Zach nods. Finally, we hear the girls. Before we see them, Kara leads the way and bounces into view. I like how it says bounces, like, cause he's just seeing the boobs. Her string bikini seems to be struggling to stay put.
Hey guys!
Ooh.
Were you waiting long?
But what? No, we have not. He responds with a low, gruggling gargle. Kara blinks.
I mean, yes, we were waiting forever.
She grins slyly.
Sorry to keep you waiting. It took a while for me to find the perfect suit.
She spins around.
So, what do you think?
Zach shrugs.
It's fine.
Stop being a tsundere for once in your fucking life. Like, seriously. This is not one of the times. Kara pouts. Before she can respond, Leanna and Amy catch up to us. Ooh. You look cute. You're a good egg. But ooh, look at Leanna though. Ooh. Leanna's wife Banaru? I don't know, it's like some kind of... can't read that word, come on guys. Leanna's white suit hugs her in all the right ways, while Amy's pink ruffles make her look cute and girly. I give Leanna a once-over. Let's see. That is a flattering swimsuit, my lady. Please. This is my new favorite outfit. What are you talking about? Forget about your wolfskin armor. You should wear this every day. He glances down at herself.
I'd probably make a lot more friends if I wore this all the time.
After hearing that, I become acutely aware of the lingering eyes on her as people pass by. Actually, never mind. In fact, maybe you should change back into... Actually, never mind. In fact, maybe you should change back to what you were wearing before. Leanna giggles. Amelia walks right past us and settles into the sand. Hey there, Amy.
Greetings.
What are you doing?
I am selecting the prime location for me to begin my construction
Construction?
of the most structurally sound sand fortress.
It will be the best in the whole... What is this? It's, Terra? No. Damn it, I've been playing Dragon Age and I'm like... I was gonna say Thetas. But, I don't remember. I'm gonna make the best sand fortress ever in the world, and no one's gonna stop me. It's gonna be called Fort Kick-Ass. Yay!
Boy!
The Pongo bounces over to Amy and wobbles excitedly.
Of course, you may be of assistance.
For science! Leanna pulls me aside as Amy starts digging in the sand.
Why don't we go check out the water?
Good idea. I take Leanna's hand and lead her towards the ocean. She glances furtively back at the others, but no one pays attention to us. Her fingers intertwine with mine as a smile graces her lips. She carefully dips her toe in the water. Come on. I sneak up behind her and shove her into the water. She yelps and instinctively throws out her arms to channel magic, but she's not wearing her manipulator. Instead, she swings her arms wildly as she falls over. Sputtering, she pushes herself back up and fixes a glare on me. It was an accident? She grabs my arm before I can move out of the way and yanks me towards her. I lose my balance and splash into the water with her.
Come on in! The water's fine!
It's fucking cold. Leanna splashes me and I dive out of the way before returning the splash. She ducks from the water, but a few droplets catch her. She grins mischievously and uses her arm to send a small wave my way. Whoa. I try to swim out of the way, but the wave splashes my face. If that's how she wants to play, I use both of my arms and send an even larger wave over in Leanna's direction. She automatically moves her arms into casting position, hopefully to push the waves away from her, and realizes too late that she's still not wearing her manipulator. Old habits must die hard. The wave crashes around her.
Oh, you are so going to regret that!
Uh-oh. This is not good. She's just gonna fucking... I don't know what she's gonna do, but... Man, I just wanna go back to the beach, man. I'm sorry I'm complaining. It's just... the beach. I remember the last time. I think I told the story in the beach episode for Tenor Enigma, but... I remember... I was fighting the ocean. And you're like, what does that even mean, Gat? Like, because I was with my two little sisters and I want to give them a show. And I'm like wrestling, right? Like, oh yeah, you and me, ocean, we're gonna fight right now. And like, I start like punching the ocean and start kicking it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm winning. Like, then we go back to where we set up to go eat for a bit. Then we go back in the water and I do like round. No. Before we go out, I look at my little sisters. They look at me. And I look at the water. I'm like, round 2, motherfucker. I run to the ocean, right? And start kicking and swinging. But this time the ocean kicked my ass. And it's like the waves like hit me hard. And like, well, it didn't really hit me too hard, but like it was hitting me. And we went for like a couple rounds, me in the ocean. And I'm not gonna lie, the water kept going higher and higher, right? And we're not really all the way in. We're like where we can stand, right? And the ocean, like, it was like right here where my stomach is, right? Then like it went all the way up to my neck. And like the last one where it's like, alright, I gotta stop. It almost drew me into the ocean. And that's when I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm not fucking around with the ocean. Because like, I'm like cursing the ocean. I'm like, yeah, I got you, motherfucker. Yeah, you don't got shit, ocean. And I was getting my ass kicked. What was happening? I'm playing a video game. I'm playing a video game right now. Get back to the program. Okay. Uh-oh. Let's not do anything rash now. I tried to swim away and put some more distance between me and her. For all I know, she was going to somehow send a typhoon my way. Why I say typhoon? A tsunami my way. Leanna swims closer to close the gap. We were just having fun, right? I ready myself for the worst, but to my surprise, Leanna swims over to me and boops me on the nose. Huh?
Fooled you!
She giggles.
I got you all riled up for nothing.
Oh yeah? I grab her waist and pull her into me. She gasps as she looks up at me, her chest against my own. With the team back on the beach, I draw Leanna into a lingering kiss. Her eyes flutter as we pull breathlessly away. Now who's the one all riled up?
Still you.
She playfully pushes me away, trying to mask the color in her cheeks. Leanna squeezes some of the water out of her hair.
I think I'm ready to dry out a bit in the sun.
Yeah, same here. Let's go back with the others. We head back to the shore. Amelia's fortress looks to be nearly complete. That girl works fast. The Pongo bounces from Bunderous to Bunderous. A little shovel in his mouth. That's cute. He's helping. Zack lounges on the sand, his eyes closed, while Kara pouts beside him. She doesn't look too happy at Zack. As soon as she spots us, she rushes over to Leanna.
I'm feeling kind of hungry. Are you hungry? Let's go get some food.
She grabs Leanna's hand and drags her over to the food court. I stand next to Zack. What was that about?
Meh.
Really? That's your expression right now, dude? Zack leans back in his beach chair. You do you, man. Like, you're a fucking weird. No. Zack. I nudge him.
What?
What are you doing?
Trying to relax.
You should be relaxing with Kara.
I was. She was right next to me.
Maybe with your eyes open and focused on her. Zack raises an eyebrow. Leanna returns with an ice cream and seems excited to eat it. Kara trails behind her. She stops right in front of Zack, but turns to face Leanna.
I am starving.
When Leanna looks at Kara, she seems just as baffled as ever. Kara reveals a banana and nothing else. I thought she was starving. She peels the banana and then carefully maneuvers the fruit as far into her mouth as possible.
Kara, be careful! If you take it all at once, you could choke.
Kara grins and slowly pulls the intact banana out of her mouth. What the fuck?
Oh, don't worry. I have great control over my gag reflexes.
Thought. Hope. Zack starts coughing as his face turns red.
But you're right. I'm just so hungry that I got a little eager.
Really? Like, Leanna's like the pure one right now? Like, oh my god, she could have choked. And like Kara's is right here thinking like, oh yeah, at first I used to choke, but now I'm all better.
Is this better?
She puts a sizable amount of banana in her mouth at once. Then, noticing Leanna's chagrin, carefully pulls back a lot. She takes in a bit more than she pulls back. I don't think she's actually planning on eating that banana. Well, no shit, dipshit. What the fuck? I don't like how my guy, like, I'm planning that, like, I'm kind of retarded, like, a little bit. I should be using that word. Like, kind of, like, dumb. I'm like, like, oh, she's eating that banana. Then, like, he sees what's going on. He's like, I don't think she's actually planning on eating that banana. Like, oh, it's one of those things you see on the TV, the sexy girl trying to get attention. Oh, the fuck. She makes eye contact with Zach.
You have weird eating habits.
Kara's eyes flash as she takes a vicious bite out of her banana. For some reason, I wince, and so does Zach. When she's done eating, she gets close to Leanna again.
Oh, do you know what we forgot to do? Put on sunscreen!
Damn it, this girl is really trying hard. And Zach's being a pendejo right now. A fucking mental. Fucking shit, man. He's being really a stupid ass idiot. I'm not gonna lie, like, she's trying way too hard, but Zach is way too dumb. It's like, Zach, you like her, right? And she likes you, right? Do something. This is not like, you know what I mean? I fucking hate it so much. Leanna's eyes widen.
You're right.
You don't like to tan?
It's not about tanning. It's about protecting your skin.
Exactly!
Kara leads Leanna over to the beach towels, and the two of them get settled in. Then, Kara smears a glop of sunscreen into her hands and starts rubbing the lotion across her chest. Zach's gaze is fixated on the gentle rhythm of her hands. Leanna follows Kara's lead and begins liberally spreading sunscreen over her skin. I am mesmerized by the smooth flow of her hands across her supple skin and imagine they're my hands traveling up and down her body. Oof. Oof. I like this so much. Like, don't get me wrong, it's, oof, this picture is good, but just look at these guys over here, like, oh, look at my guy with his fucking mouth, like, oh, and Zach's like right there, like, like, fucking nose bleeding and everything. Oh my god, it's like, I finished in my pants. Oh, you're not really seeing his other hand right now. He could be like, I need to right now, and fucking Amy's just right there like, the best goddamn fort in the world. Fort Kick-Ass is going to be the best fucking sand fort in the world. And Pongo's like, point. No, you know what? He's not even looking at her. Look at his eyes. He's looking at this. He's like, I like this view. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm helping her, but man, this view right here. Just look at his fucking eyes, like, look at that view. I'm sorry, there's so much to take in this picture, and I love it. Suddenly, Kara's lying on her stomach on the towels and motions to Leanna. I turn to Zach. You know, I couldn't see it when you were on the beach. I couldn't see it when you were on the bed in Wolfston in this pose, but now I'm starting to understand what you mean, man.
I told you, it's the most attractive pose.
Maybe not the most attractive, but pretty attractive.
Leanna, do you think you could help me with my back? I'll return the favor.
Of course.
Leanna kneels beside her and squirts the lotion into her hands. Suddenly, the bikini string across Kara's back falls to her sides, undone.
You'll be able to reach more this way.
Leanna nods, then carefully rubs her hands along Kara's skin, making sure to spread the sunscreen evenly across her whole back.
Oh, that feels so nice.
Dude, this is some weird shit I'm reading. I'm sorry, I'm like, you know, if anyone hears me that does, like, my family doesn't know what the fuck I'm doing in my room. Imagine they pass by and they just hear me being, like, nosy, and, like, they hear me and I'm, like, saying all of this shit. They're like, what the fuck is my son doing? Zach clears his throat and tries to look away, but his eyes are repeatedly drawn back to the girls. Even I start to feel the flush in my cheeks. I really wish I were Kara right now. Yeah, that's good enough, but let me tell you what you really want. Like, replace Kara with Leanna, and replace Leanna with me. Like, me rubbing Leanna's skin. Rubbing all the way. You know what I'm talking about? As Leanna's hands travel up Kara's back, the string holds her bikini up, falls loosely to her sides.
Oops.
That's okay. I don't want any tan lines anyway.
Kara lets out a soft moan as Leanna finishes up her back. A small straggled sound escapes Zach's throat. I look over and notice a stream of blood trickling down his nose. Just look back at Zach over here. Hey, buddy. You need a towel? You need a napkin? He's like, Zach EXD, not compute. He dies right now. No, he's over here thinking. He better be thinking he's like, damn, I'm fucking up right now. Ugh. That's what you should be thinking, Zach. Because this could be you, fucking touching her skin and everything. You fucking... I think you got a bit of something. I gestured to his nose.
I'm fine.
When Leanna is done, he helps to retie Kara's swimsuit. As Kara stands, she turns around to speak to Zach, then smirks when she notices the nosebleed.
All right, Leanna, your turn.
Leanna looks back at us and frowns.
Maybe later, when we don't have so much of an audience.
No, this is not happening. Seriously, if I was here, I'd be like, no, it's fine, we could just turn away, you know. We're not looking now. Just get started over there. Just go. Then when they get started, just turn back like a fucking, you know, like one of those fans. Oh, there's a fucking comedian. There's this guy named PK. He's like a Korean guy, and like he was telling a story about like men staring, and we're like rotating fans. Like we turn away, then when they're not looking, right, we turn back like a fan, and just lock ourselves in place. Then when she looks at us again, like they see us staring, we just turn away. Then we turn right back when they don't look at us again. But you can only do that so many times, like I think 2 or 3 times. No, 2 times. If they catches you 2 times, like the second time, that's it. You don't turn back and look. You don't want to be that creep that goes, you know what I mean? Okay. Damn right my guy's doing it. He was hearing me right now. I can close my eyes, is that? Yeah, sorry. I'm just laughing right now. Come on, guy. You're a serious YouTube channel. Your fans depend on you to read these. They want complete seriousness. No commentary. Seriousness. I can close my eyes if that helps.
It doesn't.
I think it does. Zach and I shoo away while Kara gives Leanna the same sunscreen treatment. Zach wipes his nose and quickly returns to his usual self, while I sneak as many peeks at the girls as I can. Kara seems very familiar with Leanna. My mind wanders back to all of those times they share a room. What actually happens behind closed doors? Well, we all know the answer. And it's science. After a while, the girls return and Kara throws a ball at us. Zach, lightning reflexes, catches the ball.
Nice catch!
Where did you get this?
Doesn't matter.
No, it does not. Zach, shut up. Just shh.
Kara?
Pendejo. Shut the fuck up. You're gonna ruin it for all of us. Don't get me wrong, you can ruin it with her, I don't give a shit. But you're gonna ruin it with me and fucking Leanna. I wanna see her like jumping up and down, bobbing while we play volleyball, okay? Don't you fuck this up for me. You're the worst wingman I could ever have. Okay? She giggles.
I bought it, silly. It was with us the entire time. But I suppose you were a bit too distracted to notice.
She winks. What game are we playing?
Beach ball!
Leanna grins.
A classic beach game.
How do you play?
We'll split into teams. Me and Zach, and you and Leanna. We'll each stay on our own sides of the court and try to hit the ball over to the other side without letting it drop to the ground.
This sounds suspiciously like beach volleyball. Sounds like fun. I hope you're ready to lose. With Leanna on my team, we're sure to win. You're on. There's no way this dream team will ever lose.
Yeah!
We high five. Kara smirks.
Oh yeah? Should we make a wager?
$1,000. Wait, no, that's too high. $2,000. No, that's still too high. $5. I pale as I remember the last time we made our wager. Let's just keep it a friendly match this time. Kara laughs.
You better get into position or this first serve will be an automatic point for me.
Leanna and I hurry over to the side of the court. There is a towel placed in the sand to divide the two sides. Kara serves first, and Leanna dives to bump it. Then, I spike it over the side, expecting the ball to smash into the ground, but Zach saves it and bumps it over. I scramble to reach it, but it lands gently in the sand. Okay, that wasn't the strongest start. It isn't long before Zach and Kara get into the swing of things. Soon, the volleys to either sides take longer and longer. At a point, Amy wanders over and sits down on the sidelines to watch. One of the last volley, Kara spikes the ball over to our side. Leanna dives to bump it, but misses it by a breath, and the ball bounces into the sand. Leanna lets out a frustrated groan. She serves the ball hard and it flies out of the court.
Ugh!
It's okay. Should pep talk or magic? Well, she actually want to use magic. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch the bear by the toe. If you're not, let it show. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, magic. I have an idea. Leanna looks at me curiously. I don't know how those two are so good at this game.
Me neither.
But we can't let them win.
No!
I can fit a spear in my pocket. Leanna furrows her brow.
You're suggesting we cheat?
It's necessary to win. What is the problem here? What we're doing right now isn't working. Besides, do you really want Zach and Kara lording over that one time they beat us at beach volleyball? Leanna's expression sours.
Are you guys ready to play or are you discussing how you'll forfeit?
Fucking asshole. Leanna's eyes flash.
Go get the crystal.
She's not caring no more. She's like, no, I wanna win. I'm doing that right now, getting some water. Hold on. Let me grab some water. I race over to the tiles and grab one of the flasks of water. After checking to make sure no one's watching, I slip the wind crystal into my pocket. Then, I take another swig from the flask and return to the group. Leanna gives me a knowing look.
Ready?
I nod. At my signal, Zack serves the ball. I easily bump it back, and Kara sets it so Zack can strike. The ball curves towards the edge of the court, and Leanna races to hit it. Quietly, I will a breeze to pull the ball out of bounds. We start a fresh serve and volley the ball back and forth. Whenever it looks like Leanna and I will miss, I gently persuade the ball to land where we can bump it back. Sweat dribbles down Kara and Zack's face as they push themselves. Their expressions have hardened with determination, and their trash talk ceases as they strain to keep up. Meanwhile, Leanna and my spirits are higher than ever. As Zack misses Leanna's strike, he kicks the sand in frustration.
What the hell was in that water?
Fucking steroids. For the first time, Emilia speaks.
It is surprising that you all have not noticed that they have been casting magic for the entirety of the second half of the match.
What? Why? Amelia, you're a sweet girl who never lies and never fibs, okay? And we like that about you. I'm talking to her like if she's 10 or something like that. And we like that about you, you know? But right now, you need to learn that sometimes it's okay to lie, okay? And what you did right now, I'm gonna... Leanna, hold me back. I'm just gonna...
Amy!
Leanna flushes as soon as Amy calls us out. I have to salvage this somehow. Hahaha, that's so crazy.
Have they been casting? They aren't wearing the manipulators.
He has a crystal which he has slipped into his pocket while using the guise of a needed refreshment.
Amy, that's pretty crazy. I don't know where you're getting that at all. Ah, you noticed.
It was quite obvious.
How come you didn't say anything?
I was curious of the outcome of such a maneuver.
Seriously? You guys are cheating?
He sounds like... He's like, you guys cheated? You guys would never cheat. I guess the gig is up.
And you were okay with this, Leanna?
Her face turns bright red and she struggles to respond. She must be feeling a bit guilty since I pressured her into it. Okay, now that's... I don't know why when it says pressured her into it, it sounds really bad. Like, she had like a good nature and I'm like, hey, let's try like the stupid like drug commercials, you know what I mean? Like, how about some marijuana? Like, how about we cheat? And she's like, I don't know. I was told to never cheat. Come on, don't you wanna win? I don't know why. It's always like they talk normal, but when it's like something with drugs, like back then, it's like it all slows down. Like, do you want some drugs? Okay. I throw Zack's words back at him. So, are you guys ready to play, or are you discussing how you'll forfeit?
Only if you get rid of the crystal.
Fine. Without the crystal, Zack and Kara regain their lead easily and ultimately win. Leanna pouts as Kara and Zack celebrate. I still don't understand how they're so good.
Neither do I.
Amy brushes herself off as she stands.
It is because they play upon each other's strengths. Kara's dexterity and swift reflexes allows her free range to set up the ball for Zack's powerful strikes.
We did that. Amelia gives me a blank look. She's like, no you did not. But who are you calling me a liar? You piece of shit. You cheated. What the you know what I mean? Sort of.
That's pretty smart of them. We mostly just split the court in half and figured if the ball fell into whoever's half, that's who would try to hit it.
They really are a perfect match. Kara throws her arm around Zack as she jumps up and down in celebration. A broad smile splits his face as Zack's arms wrap around her too. Suddenly, he seems to realize what he has done and quickly lets go. Kara grins and scoots back close to him.
We make a great team, don't we?
You're pretty good at this.
Oh, was that a compliment I just heard?
No. Zack crosses his arms.
Don't make a big deal out of it.
She laughs.
Well, you're pretty good at this too.
With the game over, we all gather together and hang out. The sun begins to descend in the sky, and we enjoy the light breeze billowing around us. Collectively, we watch in the sand, we relax in the sand, and enjoy the last warmth of sun. I close my eyes and as I soak in the rays, but I feel a bit restless. I nudge Leanna. Let's go for a walk.
Sure.
Brushing off the sand, I get to my feet and the two of us walk in pace. The beach expands onto the horizon. Brilliant colors paint the sky as the sun kisses the ocean line. We pass by the cliffs, and both Leanna and I hear voices. She stiffens as she goes on high alert.
Do you hear that?
Yeah. You pick up the pace and can make out a frantic yelling.
Help! Somebody help!
My head swings around as I glance wildly about me. Then my gaze focuses on a small boy gripping the edge of the cliff with his tiny fingers. His face is a wash of panic as tears stream down his face. A woman, who I assume it is the mother, screams for help, tears glistering in her eyes as the crowd forms around them. Leanna breaks from me and races to address the boy. I'm close on her heels.
Everything is going to be okay. I just need you to keep holding on, okay?
The boy chokes as his words begin sobs.
I can't.
Don't let go. Just keep holding on. Damn it! I need my manipulator.
Shit, where's my crystal? I had it in my pocket, don't I? She turns on her heels and sprints back towards the group and our belongings. Leanna!
Make sure he holds on. I'll be right back.
Fuck! My heart races as she disappears from view. The boy swings precariously onto the shore side. She'll never make it in time.
I can't.
You can do it. Just hold on a little bit longer, okay?
My hands are...
Time slows as the boy's finger slips. I feel helpless as I watch one hand flare, and then the other, and suddenly the boy disappears as he falls. My ears pound to the beat of my heart, and all sounds are muted, as if washed away by the ocean. He rushes through the air, but time seems to slow as I reach out my arm. The only thoughts in my hands The only thoughts in my head is to save him. I want him to slow. He's falling too fast. Slow down. Gather the wind around him and slow down. And to my surprise, he does. His descent slows and slows until he hovers just above the ground. And then he drops ungracefully into the sand, but ultimately unhurt. His mother is right by his side, clutching him to her chest. His sobs are drowned by the tears of his mother as she scolds him with a mixture of harsh words and kisses. The scene replays in my head over and over again. How he was falling, and then wasn't. I remember reaching out my arm, and then the wind that saved him. Was that from me? I can still feel the lingering tingle in my arm as the energy dissipates. Gradually, the shock wears off, and I feel life return to my limbs. I'm a bit groggy, like I just woken up from a nap, but I still notice the intense stares a few people are giving me. Whispers snake around me, and I catch words like casting and impossible.
That was magic, wasn't it? The boy slowed down and then stopped in midair. You saw it, didn't you? But who could have cast it? Must have been a mage out here, watching. Yeah.
They glance around, looking for anyone who could be suspicious, and their gaze lands on me. Uh-oh. As their eyes narrow, Leanna finally returns and rushes over. The team is right behind her. Our things are all gathered. Leanna gently urges me to move.
Now that the boy is safe, we should get moving.
Indeed, it will only cause more questions the longer we stay.
As we plunge up the cliffside stairs, I can't stop wondering. Was that me? I knew I wanted to save the kid, but I wasn't wearing my manipulator. That's impossible, isn't it? And yet, I feel the unmistakable tingle of magic flow through my arm. Kara's voiced my thoughts in a low, urgent voice.
What happened back there?
I don't know.
You cast it.
What?
Somehow, you have discovered a method in which you can cast without your manipulator.
But I thought that was impossible.
Yes, however, absorbing energy directly is impossible too. For you to use that internal energy to cast is a new occurrence for all of us.
We don't know how to channel magic without a manipulator, so we could only teach you to cast in the only way we know how.
Do you believe you could replicate such a casting?
I'm not sure.
Maybe here isn't the best place to be discussing this.
Zach eyes the crowd of people rushing past us, presumably to check out the beach.
Yeah, let's get to the inn first.
We all change out of our swimsuits and then regroup. Kara leads the way and soon brings us to the inn as night falls. We settle down in a secluded corner, all wearing grave expressions. The more I think about it, the more I'm able to feel the grips that I casted from within. And the more excited I feel. After all, I just did the impossible. The silence is stifling. I can feel the questions teetering on the edge of my team's lips, but no one seems willing to speak up first. I want to see if I can cast that again, but the inn isn't the best place to do that. Leanna's the first to break the silence.
So, the beach.
I look at her.
You casted without a manipulator.
Yeah. Hearing that still sounds so weird and unnatural.
How did you do it?
I have no idea. Everything happened so fast.
Perhaps you can recall certain stimuli which may have affected you differently.
I think back. The kid was falling, and I didn't want him to get hurt. And then it just happened.
Was there a technique you used which is different than what you normally do?
I don't know. I reached out, and then energy shoots out of my arm.
Did the energy feel any different?
Amy raises a brow at Kara.
What? I'm not a caster.
Maybe. A bit more concentrated. I really don't remember. My mind was focused on other things. Amy frowns.
There must have been an effect which triggered the change in the cast. Something which allowed you to connect with your inner reservoir of energy. If you could just recall what it is, you could replicate the cast.
My mind is a swirl of thoughts. Leanna notices my discomfort.
maybe we should table this discussion for later.
It is imperative that we discover how to recreate the cast.
I agree, but we may be more successful if he tries to cast again. And the inn isn't the ideal place to practice.
Amy pauses, then nods.
You are correct. We shall attempt to recast again when we are more isolated.
Maybe we should figure out our next steps for finding the water temple.
You're right. We had our break at the beach, but we did come here for a reason.
This city is the closest to the islands along the coast. If I recall correctly, the exact location of the water temple has been lost to even Elderism. My assumption would be that it is located on one of those islands, similar to how the wind temple was located on the floating isles.
An intelligent assumption, but one that will keep you from the true location, I fear.
Oh, what the fuck? Man, I should have stopped this episode as soon as we got off the beach, because I'm probably gonna be here for like another hour, aren't I? Maybe. Fuck, man. We turn to see the stranger approaching our table. His silver hair is pulled back out of his face to reveal kind brown eyes. He's tall in stature with a sturdy build, but the rugged lines in his face shows his age. He offers us a genuine smile through his full beard.
That which has been hidden from memory is safely stored beneath nature's rocky peaks.
Who are you, dude? What? Who is this guy? And why is he eavesdropping on our conversation? Zack narrows his eyes.
And who are you?
Just a simple bard.
A bard?
The man's eyes lights up. He clears his throat.
I warned the lonely soul not to seek comfort from the sea, for her will cannot be tamed, and when she pulls him into a watery bosom for his death, she cannot be blamed.
Okay. Suddenly, Leanna leaps out of her chair. It topples over with a clatter. Her cheeks are rosy, and her voice grows in enthusiasm as she finishes the recitation.
And yet still he sought her bravely, wading ever deep. And far beneath her seafoam lace, his secrets she will keep.
Leanna? Do you know who this guy is? Like, what who's this guy? Her eyes shine with a bright wonder as she stares fixated at the man. He grins at her.
That was beautiful. I thank you.
I love the poetry of Giggling. It's great to meet someone who also knows of his work.
The man grins, but doesn't say more.
When did you come across his poem?
Just after I finished writing it, I suppose.
Leanna looks as if she's just had a heart attack.
You're Giggling?
What? Galileo? Who? He nods and bows slightly. Leanna takes in a sharp breath of air, then squeals excitedly.
I can't believe I'm talking to the Giggling!
She hops up and down in excitement and giggles like a schoolgirl. Her face is flushed and there are stars in her eyes.
Your poems and stories are what got me through my toughest years at the academy.
Aww. Dude, video games is the thing that got me through my toughest years of high school. I'm not gonna lie about that. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Would it be okay if... I mean, it's just such an honor. Can I shake your hand?
In response, Gingling holds Leanna's hands in his own, and he lets out a squeak at his touch.
I am honored to meet someone who has such a deep appreciation for my work.
Dude, imagine that. You know what I'm thinking right now? Imagine like back then, like the celebrities, like movie stars and all that, were like book authors, you know what I mean? Or like poetry writers. And they're like, oh my god, you're that guy that wrote that poetry. Don't get me wrong, none of these other people can read, but I can. And oh my god, you're exciting. let me just, It's just now we have like more people who can read and everything. It's like, forget the poetry guy. Oh my god, have you seen that actor in that one movie? Or like that, oh, you know what? Poetry could be like rapping, you know what I mean? Poetry is a type of rapping, right? I don't know, I gotta go back to see the poetry he wrote and try to go, you know what I mean? Who's Gingalang? Kara and Zach wears the same blank expression I have.
You don't know him?
I hate that so much where people's like, you don't know this actor or actress or the song person? Who are you right now? I remember that when I first learned rap. I think it was my cousin's like, you don't know this rapper? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know who Tyler the Creator is. And yeah, that's how I got into rap, Tyler the Creator. Which one was it? Martians versus, no, that's the game. It was the game. It was Martians versus goblins.
The famous bard!
He's
traveled throughout Asaria, recording the stories of adventurers. His poems are known throughout Havengard. He's a legend.
You know what I just noticed? You don't know him? Like, it's like, lady, I'm not from Astaria. Like, Jesus.
You give me too much credit.
You're just being humble.
Man, I'm sweating in here. Leanna looks completely smitten. I'd like to check out his works. Please, it's not like he's a rocket scientist. First of all, dumbass, there's no rockets here. I don't get the appeal of celebrities, like, what's the deal with celebrities? I don't like how this guy, yeah. I don't like how into this guy Leanna is. Like, maybe I should, prove my masculinity. Maybe puff out my chest. No, this is the right response. If your girl meets like her celebrity guy and you don't know him, don't belittle him by like, he's not that important. Or, I don't get the appeal of celebrities. Like, I don't understand why she likes BTS or whatever. And like, being fucking jealous isn't a good thing either. Fucking fireworks, man. I hate when they shoot them here. I'll check out his works. Leanna speaks really highly of him, and I haven't seen her this excited about anything else. Maybe his works is worth checking out. I'd love to read one of your poetries.
You're too kind. Perhaps I could give you a live performance, if there's time.
He taps his flute. Leanna's eyes grow wide.
A live performance would be the best thing ever.
Oh, actually, I think I have heard of this guy. You wrote about the thief and the purple marble, right?
He seems pleasantly surprised.
One of my earlier works. I am pleased people are still familiar with it. 'Tis a fun little tale.
That doesn't explain why you're here, or why you were listening in on us.
He's a bard, man. He takes information. Have you not played Dragon Age? Bards are spies, come on. I don't know, man. I've been playing too much Dragon Age. Like, I'm playing Inquisition right now because I was playing Origins, then the second game, then I was playing Inquisition, then I stopped for like months. Like, when did I start this YouTube? Like January, that's when I stopped. And like, I'm picking it up again and like, I just want to get back into it.
Oh, I'm sorry if I overstepped, but it's been a long time since I'd heard anyone talk about the temples. I couldn't help but be interested. And it sounds like you could use some help, too. I can guide you to the entrance of the water temple. It's located below the mountain valley.
How do you know where it is? He knowingly taps his nose.
As a bard, I do come across all manner of stories and information.
He strokes his beard in thought.
If you're open to the suggestion, I'd be happy to show you where it is.
Why would you want to join us?
I'll admit my motives are a bit selfish. If you're adventurers seeking out the temple, I'd like to share in your adventure.
Leanna gasps.
You want to record a story about us?
He nods.
I promise I won't be dead weight. I know the journey through the temples is treacherous, but I have heard a lot about them through my own travels.
Zack seems skeptical.
Stories are stories. How do we know if your information is accurate?
Kara nods.
Yeah, that one about the thief seemed pretty fantastical.
Really?
Because he's Gingalang! He doesn't need to make up stories. He bases them all on real events.
Throughout this, Amelia has been scanning through Elder Ism's notes.
Perhaps there is merit in what the bard says. If even Elder Ism had difficulty locating it, then it must be well hidden. We do know that the Aquarians use the nearby mountains as defenses against neighboring tribes. It is not unlikely that the temple could have been built within the mountain. Difficult terrain deters unwanted visitors.
Then it's settled. Gingalang can lead us to the temple.
Amelia nods.
It would be valuable to have the aid of a knowledgeable bard such as he. I spent many a late night reading through his tales of past heroes. They are quite fascinating.
Gingalang smiles warmly.
They deserve all the recognition they've received.
Kara's eyes the people trickling into the inn. They talk animatically about the secret mage at the beach today.
It is getting a bit late. Maybe we should turn in for the night. We can head to the water temple tomorrow with the help of our new guide.
Yeah. Agreed. I also don't really want to listen to people talk about the beach incident. What if there's an unlikely chance someone recognizes me? Gingalang smiles at us and pushes himself to his feet.
I'm very excited to see this next adventure unfold. I will meet you here in the morning.
We say our goodbyes and head upstairs. As I get ready for bed, I notice the Pongo never returned. He probably decided to spend the night with the girls. Sorry. Excuse me. Burping. The lucky Pongo gets to go wherever he likes. I crawl into my bed and eventually fall into a dreamless sleep. Alright, and I am gonna end it there. It's hot. I'm tired. But I love this game so much. Okay, if you like this video, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and hit the bell notification to see more of me whenever I post. And I do try to post every day. And if not, every other day. So, thank you very much for watching this video. I appreciate you for hearing my dumb voice throughout this whole video, you know? And okay. Well then, this is for... I'm losing my voice. Alright then. Dude, just imagine if I didn't record this shit. Like, I'm losing my voice right now, and I'm like, imagine if I didn't record this at all. Oh, that would suck. Okay, well then, this is farewell, and as always, bye-bye.